Welcome to Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motor news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss Skyway 3's toll on metro traffic. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on the proper and safe way to treat pedestrian lane users. This week's Pain Super shall be about following the 3-second distance rule. The public service segment centers on broken patches on the road. Showcase this week shall add the subcompact crossover from Subaru, the XV 2.0 IES EyeSight. While for race weekend, we'll have the highlights of the first leg of the 2021 Toyota GR Vios Cup.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are in this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Live extra
with the Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. The bike lane network in Davao City has formally opened.
DOTR Secretary Arthur Togade has formally opened in a virtual ceremony the 54.744-kilometer network of bike lanes established in Davao. During the virtual ceremony, Secretary Togade described the bike lanes as well designed to protect cyclists but urged other motorists to show courtesy and respect for those who share the road. The bike lane network project was officially completed on June 30, 2021 and covers 14 road sections in Davao City. These included Quimpo Boulevard, Sandawa Road, Ross Avenue, Quezon Avenue, Carina Avenue, E. Jacinto Extension, Dr. A. Gahol Street, Mabini Street, F. Torres Street, Loyola Street, Porras Street, Inigo Street, and Decacho Street. The project was funded by Republic Act 11494, the Bayanihan to Recover as One Act of 2020, with a total allocation of 145.371 million pesos. The Davao City Bike Lane Network features white and green pavement markings, signages, bollards, bike symbols, solar studs, and concrete delineators. Bike racks are also placed in strategic areas. With the completion of the Davao bike lanes, the government has established 497 kilometers of bike lanes in Davao, Metro Manila, and Metro Cebu. Secretary Togada said the DOTR will continue to promote cycling and other forms of active transport.
This should be great news for cyclists who have long called for the government to include bike lanes in new road building projects. Local and international companies have come out in record numbers to bid on various contract packages for the project to establish and modernize the railway line and service from Manila to Calamba.
The DOTR reports that a record number of companies, 6 local and 17 international, have submitted bids for various packages for the PNR Calamba project. The packages cover the construction of a combined total of 40.5 kilometers of viaduct structures, 13 elevated stations, and a 22-hectare train depot. Local companies which joined the bidding sessions included DM Kunsun Incorporated, EEI Corporation, First Balfour Incorporated, Megawide Construction Corporation, Prime Metro BMD Corporation, Santa Clara International Corporation. Among the 17 international companies which participated in the bidding included 1 from China, 2 from Hong Kong, 7 from South Korea, 3 from Indonesia, and 1 each from Turkey and Spain, Thailand, and Japan. China Construction First Group Corporation Ltd, Chunbo Construction, Leighton Contractors Asia Limited, DL Engineering and Construction Co., Dong-A Geological Engineering Company Limited, GS Engineering and Construction Corp., Hyundai Engineering and Construction Co., Lotte Engineering and Construction Co., POSCO Engineering and Construction, Samsung Construction and Trading Corporation, PT Adhikaria, TBK, PTPP TBK, PT Wijaya Karya TBK, Gularmak Agir Sanay Insat, Vetahut AS Turkey, Acciona SA, Italian Thai Development Public Company Ltd, Sumitomo Mitsui Construction Company Ltd. According to Transportation Secretary Art Togade, the impressive turnout for bidders for the PNR Calamba project's contract packages is proof of private sector trust in the government's Build infrastructure program. The PNR Calamba project is part of the 147-kilometer north-south commuter railway and a CR system which has 35 stations stretching from Calamba in Laguna to the Clark International Airport in Pampanga.
Here's hoping the PNR Calamba project will soon get past the bidding stage and into construction. Service roads help provide easy access to tollways as well as alternative routes for motorists. One such is the service road being facilitated by a multi-party memorandum of agreement.
The Marilao East Service Road project was stymied for a time by right-of-way issues or ROW issues. A Memorandum of Agreement or MOA among the tollway operator, NLEX Corporation, and national and local government agencies seek to facilitate the start of the project. The MOA is signed by the NLEX, the DOTR through the Toll Regulatory Board, the DPWH, and the Marilao Municipal Government. Under the MOA, the NLEX gives the DPWH and Region 3 permission to use its ROW for construction of a service road from the Barcelona Academy in Barangay Lias to the Mario Santiago Road in Marilao, Bulacan. However, the service road on NLEX row areas will only be temporary until such time the DPWH acquires road to build a permanent Marilao East Service Road. Facilitating the construction of a temporary service road will help ease the expanding traffic volume at the Maykawayan-Marilao corridor. NLEX Corporation President J. Luigi Bautista said the MOA will benefit the public by providing communities in Maykawayan City and Marilao better connection and improved accessibility. Bautista adds that NLEX was more than happy to help facilitate the mobility needs of the two growing LGUs.
Encouraging to see private companies and government agencies coming to agreements that will ultimately benefit the public. Everyone agrees that ensuring only roadworthy vehicles are allowed on the streets, but not on how and this should be done, as in the case of private motor vehicles inspection centers.
After the DOTR issued Memorandum Circular No. 2021-02, or the Implementation of Geographical Area Responsibility, or GAOR, for the renewal of registration for light vehicles and motorcycles, Senator Ralph Recco came out with the questions concerning its validity. The circular essentially mandates the LTO district and satellite offices to only accept emission and vehicle inspection certifications from authorized private motor vehicle inspection centers, or PMVICs, that have been assigned GAORs. Only in areas where there are no PMVIC with GAORs will LTO accept certifications for private emission testing centers. Senator Recto questioned the GEOR initiative, which he said would result in longer lines and longer processing times for renewing registration papers. He added that this could result in LTO district and satellite offices having suking PMVICs, which he fears will lead to more corruption. The senator also raised questions anew on the legality of turning over the function of inspecting vehicles for roadworthiness to the private sector. In response, the DOTR PMVIC Steering Committee said Administrative Code of 1987 and EO 125A allows DOTR to call on any corporation or organization, whether public or private, to participate and assist in the implementation of transportation programs, making PMVICs legal. On the matter of suking PMVIC, LTO offices with overlapping PMVIC GORs may accept the report of any PMVIC within the areas of coverage, the committee said. The committee added that the solution is increasing the numbers of PMVICs that should open nationwide in order to ensure all areas are covered.
All signs point to the LTO making it mandatory for all motor vehicle owners to deal only with PMVICs. Whether it's good or not is something that will surely spark more debates. And those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Over nearly 7 months of being toll-free, the Skyway Stage 3 has siphoned off thousands of vehicles from EDSA and other major thoroughfares of Metro Manila. However, with Skyway Stage 3 now a tollway, is it still fulfilling the promise of helping decongest traffic at the at-grade thoroughfares and streets in the metro?
The promise was Skyway Stage 3 would help decongest traffic on EDSA as well as other major thoroughfares where it flies over, and it would cut travel time for those coming from the SLEX and heading to parts in Manila and Quezon City and the MLEX and vice versa. And when it was open to the motoring public for free in December 2020, Transport and Traffic Management authorities claimed that Skyway 3, which starts from Buendia to Balintawak, began to fulfill both promises. Over the next few months, and as more Skyway Stage 3 exit and entry ramps, more and more motorists began to enjoy the benefits of having an elevated expressway that allows them to avoid traffic congestion on the streets below. Many motorists also grudgingly acknowledge that without the Skyway 3, traffic congestion on EDSA would be worse. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority also touted members that showed the average speed on EDSA is at around 27 km per hour compared to the 11 km per hour during the pre-pandemic times. To be sure, other factors contributed to the relatively faster travel time on EDSA, including the implementation of the busway, which solved somewhat the pre-pandemic problem of buses clogging main junctions and turning them into virtual terminals. But the free Skyway 3 ride had to end, and many are asking the question, will Skyway 3 continue to fulfill the promise of helping ease congestion on EDSA and other major thoroughfares in Metro Manila? Will it continue to be used by motorists in such numbers that traffic flow at ground level streets are significantly hastened? Traffic authorities were also aware of the possible consequences of motorists now being asked to pay toll, and for many, a burdensome toll. The MMDA anticipated fewer motorists would be using Skyway 3 and would be back adding to the congestion below, so it began clearing mabuhay lanes, alternative routes for getting around Metro Manila using secondary streets, and dusted off information campaigns urging motorists to use them. The first day of Skyway 3 beginning to collect toll saw chaos and confusion, especially at busy access and exit points. Skyway 3 operator Skyway O&M, a unit of SMC Infrastructure, attributed this to motorists caught unaware that toll would be collected or had insufficient credit on RFID accounts. Only vehicles with the right RFIDs were supposed to be allowed on Skyway 3. Skyway O&M said measures were undertaken to prevent the opening day blues from reoccurring. These included employment of more personnel for traffic management, toll collection, and auto-sweep RFID sticker installation, opening of more lanes for auto-sweep RFID installation and reloading, and installation of more signs to guide motorists who are unfamiliar with the expressway, its toll plazas, and the start of toll collection. Skyway 3 operator said the second day of toll collection was smoother and long lines at exit points reduced. There's no doubt the Skyway Stage 3 cuts travel time for motorists from Buendia and Makati to Balintawak and Quezon City, but there is the question on whether it will draw enough vehicles off the ground level traffic to help significantly ease congestion. This is also related to the question of whether the toll matrix approved by the Toll Regulatory Board for the Skyway 3 is reasonable, fair, and/or affordable.
Skyway Stage 3 should still be helping decongest traffic down below. Many motorists are willing to pay for quicker travel time. After all, time is precious and no amount of money can pay to recover lost time. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Make long distance easy with the Mirage G4.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Back with us here on Motoring Today. We now have this week's valuable motoring tips, starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines.
When driving, always keep in mind that you're responsible not only for yourself, but also for your environment. Palaging paunahin ang mga tumatawid sa pedestrian lane. Be patient at huwag magmadali, lalo na kung ang tumatawid ay mga bata, matatanda, o may kapansanan. It's always better to give way to pedestrians than to cause accidents.
More motoring tips for you here on Motoring Today. Proper driver's demeanor while behind the wheel from Mitsubishi Motors Philippines.
Payong tsuper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Rodrigo, isang kapwa niyo tsuper. Siguraduhin may sapat na espasyo pagitan ng inyong sasakyan at nasa inyong harapan sa tuwing namamasada.
Pari mo itong gawin sa pamamagitan ng pagsunod sa 3-second rule, kung saan ikaw ay maglalaan ng 3 seconds of space sa pagitan mo at ng sasakyan sa iyong harapan. Humanap ng palatandaan sa gilid ng kalsada. Kapag nakita mong nakalampas na dito ang sinusundang sasakyan, saka ka umabante at sumunod.
Tandaan sa pamamagitan ng pagsusunod sa 3-second rules, maiiwasan ang gitgitan sa kalsada. Ito po si Rodrigo Apas, payong tsuper lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo tsuper.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Live extra. extra.
with the Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next. We start with the latest news and developments.
The Phoenix Pulse Formula V1 Virtual Cup is back for another season of exciting virtual races. Now in its second year, the Phoenix Pulse Formula V1 Virtual Cup flags off on August 14 for round 1 of 3. Round 2 is scheduled on October 2, and round 3 on November 20. It is open to both Filipino and international esport racers aged 14 years old and above. The Formula V1 Virtual Cup is played on the PC-based game Assetto Corsa. The Virtual Cup will have two classes, the promotional class for professional esport racers, and the AM class for aspiring racers with no experience in sim racing.
More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. Circuit racing, as well as an autocross challenge, made a rousing return at the Clark International Speedway with the holding of the 2021 Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup, following a year-long hiatus prompted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Toyota Motor Philippines' premier motorsports program brought together new and familiar faces for several rounds of exciting one-make races using the Vios.
Welcome to the Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup. Toyota Gazoo Racing is all about pushing the limit for the better. We had to hit the brakes due to the pandemic last year. But now, we are back with an even more exciting race. So, here we are today at the Clark International Speedway, returning with the ever-reliable Vios.
Bridgestone came out with new compounds, the RE004s, and it's stickier. So learning how to manage that and trying out for the first time just this weekend is a unique challenge.
It has been 7 years today with Toyota Gazoo Racing. The Vios Cup is stronger than ever.
The goal is always to win the race.
behalf of TMP, thank you, dealers, media friends, motorsports fans, racing teams, and our partners for making this year's comeback possible.
No spectators were allowed at the races, but thousands watched the return of circuit racing on Real Tracks Live via online platforms. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. Motoring Today continues right after this break.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Volkswagen Philippines is building excitement for the arrival of the Multivan Combi. In a slow rollout and reintroduction of the Combi, VW Philippines played first on nostalgia for the iconic nameplate of the affordable and versatile van of the 50s to the 70s. Then it revealed that the Combi arriving in the country soon is not the uber-affordable people carrier of old, but one that has evolved into a premium luxury van fully benefiting from German engineering and precision. According to VW, the world's best-selling van comes into the Philippine market as a re-envisioned icon, an updated and upgraded top-of-the-line multivan Combi that pinpoints top-level executives and successful personalities who stand to enjoy the vehicle's sophisticated and luxurious amenities, safety features, and ride technologies the most. And the new generation multivan Combi Highline is priced accordingly, starting at 3.595 million pesos. That much gets the buyer unmatched heritage, consistently world-class automotive engineering, and design locked in with German precision, top-of-the-line technologies, and safety features. Inside and out, the Multivan Combi offers luxury and understated but elegant design, Nappa leather, front and second row captain's chairs, electric dual sliding doors, power tailgate, and 8 inches cover media with navigation. Underneath the hood is a 2-liter TDI engine generating 150 PS and 340 Nm of torque made into a 7-speed DSG transmission. Two more new Jaguars are available locally. These are the Jaguar F-Pace and the Jaguar XF. The Jaguar F-Pace is the British brand luxury car maker's midsize SUV. Made available locally is the F-Pace powered by latest 4-cylinder inline diesel mild hybrid electric vehicle technology Ingenium engine. It comes in an 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive. The F-Pace also comes with latest PV Pro infotainment technology access to the all-new 11.4-inch curved glass HD touchscreen. The new F-Pace also features an HD interactive driver display with enhanced graphics and configurable layout as well as optimal head-up display technology. The other Jaguar now available locally is the Jaguar XF 2.0S, the brand's mid-size luxury sedan. The XF is available either with a 2-liter 4-cylinder Ingenium turbocharged diesel engine or the latest 2-liter 4-cylinder Ingenium petrol engine. The XF cockpit also features a centrally mounted 11.4-inch curved glass HD touchscreen which controls the new PV Pro infotainment system with an updated Meridian 12-speaker sound system with subwoofer. It also comes with a new 12.3-inch HD interactive driver display, the latest heads-up display technology, and a full 3D surround camera system.
So the very best way for clients to come and understand just what we've done and how amazing these new cars are is, please, invite you to come to the showroom, either at BGC or at Green Hills. Come and get up close to the cars, because that's really where you begin to appreciate just what a Jaguar is.
Suzuki Philippines has announced that it has broken into the top 3 in vehicle sales. Suzuki called its foray to the sad spot of the Philippine automotive industry a breakthrough in Suzuki Philippines' performance history. The growth in sales was achieved despite the difficulties and obstacles experienced by the Philippine economy during this ongoing global pandemic. Suzuki said that the Carry led the charge in its first half performance with 19.9% of total Suzuki sales. The Ertiga was a close second with 19.6%, while the Dzire was third with 18.4%. According to Keiichi Suzuki, Vice President and General Manager for Suzuki Automobile, the brand's continued growth is a testament to its mission of expanding its reach for more people to experience the Suzuki way of life. Loyal customers and patrons of the brand can continue to expect the same and more from Suzuki in the second half of 2021, he said. Isuzu Bulacan is the overall champion of the 16th Isuzu Service Skills Olympics, or ISSO, the first ever held online. This was announced during the official awards ceremony of the event that tests the knowledge and skills of service technicians, service advisors, and parts staff of Isuzu dealerships nationwide. Coming in second was Isuzu Pasig with Isuzu Iloilo in third. Rounding out the top 5 are Isuzu Makati 4th and Isuzu Cabanatuan 5th. Individual winners were also announced during the award ceremony that was also conducted online. The champion in the parts staff category was John Paulo Fabian, with Jeneline Batis as the first runner-up and Alex Lardizabal second runner-up. Alan Paul Castillo topped the service advisor category. John Miguel Alacha was first runner-up and Jonel Barrientos was second runner-up. In the service technician category, the tandem of Deliolito Galono and Christian Hapson was declared the champion. First runner-up honors went to Romiel Tapia and RJ Ang-Angan, while declared second runner-up were Eric Donghil and Genesis Maniago. Isuzu Philippines President Hajime Koso congratulated the winners of the 16th ISSO, as well as the company's after-sales group for attaining a triple-star rating in the annual after-sales performance evaluation conducted by Isuzu Motors Limited of Japan. Only 5 out of 33 countries worldwide received the 5-star rating, and this proves that after-sales activities of the Philippines were of high caliber, and this was made possible by the efforts and cooperation of local Isuzu dealerships, said Koso-san.
Our Car of the Week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. Subaru has brought in the XV with the latest midlife upgrade. This edition of Showcase takes a look at what's new in Subaru's popular subcompact crossover.
Since it first arrived in the country, the Subaru XV has carved itself a good niche in the crossover segment. At 4,485mm long, 1,800mm wide, and 1,650mm tall, with a 220mm ground clearance, the 2021 Subaru XV still slots right in between your traditional subcompact and compact SUV. The XV's overall look doesn't stray much from the basic hatchback design from which it originally sprung in 2012. Aside from their rather love it or hate it design, Subarus have developed a following for their Boxer engines and all-wheel symmetrical drive system. In 2018, Subaru rolled out the latest generation XV now built on the Subaru Global Platform that it said improved maneuverability and reduced vibration and noise. The latest generation XV also came with advanced driver assist and safety technologies, proprietary and not proprietary, that added to its attraction to its loyal flock in a still growing niche. A niche that now has more and more players. Faced with this, Subaru has brought in the XV with mid-cycle upgrades as the 2021 model. Not much has changed to the exterior of the 2021 Subaru XV 2.0 IS eyesight beyond subtle changes to the headlights, bumper and grille, and tinted rear combination lights. Also new are LED front fog lamps, the 18-inch aluminum alloy wheels with the Love 'Em or Hate 'Em razor wire design, and the reverse auto tilt doors mirrors. The 2021 Subaru XV 2.0 IS exterior still features auto-leveling bifunctional LED headlamps that respond to steering input, power folding door mirrors with LED turn signal, rear fog lamp, roof rails, roof spoiler, shark fin antenna, and power sliding tilt-adjustable glass sunroof. Inside, the center of the dashboard still features 6.3-inch LCD screen on top of the 8-inch touchscreen display for the infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. In front of the driver is the instrument cluster with a 4.2-inch display between the round speedometer and tachometer dials. Subaru has added to the treasure trove of comfort and convenience features in the XV. Among the new features in this respect are the 8-way power adjustable driver's seat that now comes with memory functions and the speed-sensing auto door locks. The 2021 Subaru XV still features, among other things, keyless access and push-button start, a multifunction steering wheel that tilts and telescopes, paddle shifters, dual-zone automatic air conditioning system, 60/40 split folding rear seats, rear seat armrest, USB ports. Also retained in the new is the old XV powertrain, the 1995cc Boxer engine that generates 156 PS at 6,000 RPM and 196 Nm of torque at 4,000 RPM, made into a linear-tronic continuously variable transmission with 7-speed manual mode. Many consider that a drawback in the XV that should have been addressed. As it is, Subaru claims a 0 to 100 km/h time of 10.4 seconds for the XV, as well as a top speed of 194 km/h. But a common complaint in the XV that was addressed, as many who test drove the new XV have attested to, was the suspension that didn't ride small bumps and road imperfections well. Subaru said the XV's independent all-wheel suspension featuring front McPherson struts and rear double wishbones has been tweaked to fix that problem. Subaru grew its rep and worldwide renown from its fun-to-drive character early on owing to its Boxer engine and symmetrical all-wheel drive system. It later added driving assist, as well as active and passive safety technologies and systems, making Subarus even more fun and safe to drive. New in the 2021 Subaru XV is Dual Function X Mode, and SI Drive or Subaru Intelligent Drive with Sport and Intelligent Mode. Active and preventive safety features in the 2021 Subaru include Super View Around Recognition 360 system, Subaru Rear Vehicle Detection, Reverse Automatic Braking, Active Torque Vectoring, Rear Cross Traffic Alert, Brake Assist and Brake Override, Vehicle Dynamics Control System, Auto Vehicle Hold. Added to this is the Subaru EyeSight Driver Assist technology, which comes with pre-collision braking and throttle management, lane departure and sway warning, and adaptive cruise control and lead vehicle start alert. Passive safety systems include front, side, curtain airbags, knee SRS airbag for driver, 3-point seat belts for 5, auto retracting safety pedals, side impact door beams.
The 2021 Subaru XV certainly has a lot going for it in a very competitive crossover segment, although many still wish it had a bigger Boxer motor under its hood. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Live extra with the Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Introducing the all-new Isuzu D-Max into new heights.
We now have our segment that dwells on the wide array of motoring problems, not only in the metro, but all over the country as well. This is where we present problems referred to us or we ourselves see and hope to fully find solutions for. Our public service segment is next.
Over the past weeks, a typhoon and the southwest monsoon have brought rains not only in the metro but in other parts of the country as well. And these sprung problems motorists had to endure. After heavy downpours, some motorists shared how motoring has been a challenge for them. The very obvious would be the flooded areas, but what we will highlight in this public service are the loans to be used in road construction. In a Facebook post, Julio Santiago shared photos of the aftermath of the rain. Loams outspread along the Balagtas to Bacawe Road, which has become very muddy. Motorcycle riders are the ones most affected. Authorities should do something so incidents like this won't happen again in the future and cause trouble to motorists. Here's hoping that we'll all be in a better weather condition so this problem gets the necessary action and be solved.
That's our public service segment this week. And should you yourself encounter motoring problems that need immediate attention, please feel free to contact us. See the details being flashed on your screen. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 35th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!